Hello everybody, Excalibur here, and welcome to another unboxing from a Kickstarter campaign. This time, it comes in this handy manila envelope. Actually, this comes from a place called Gamelin Games. I backed the expansion to one of my favorite games by them. It is called Epic Tiny Galaxies. Well, this time it's Epic Tiny Galaxies Beyond the Black, the deluxe edition. So this is going to have a bunch of interesting stuff. It's got pilots and advanced ships and exploration in the game. There are new cards, new ships, exploration cards, and exploration mat, hangar mats, rogue galaxy mats, 12 planet cards, 8 secret mission cards, a rulebook, a scoring mat, and 5 score tokens, sorry. Not 50, just 5. So, this actually is really awesome. It is 1 to 5 players, 30 to 45 minutes, 14 plus, and it's an expansion. It can't be played standalone, so you need Tiny Epic Galaxies for this. There's also a little extra that I have over here that I'll show in a minute, but why don't we go ahead and get this. Let's reach for the tweezers of face maiming here, or is it mass destruction or worldly harm? I can't remember what these are called. Maybe it's the X-Acto knife of mass destruction or face maiming. It's been so long since I've brought those out. So there we go. This is now unwrapped. There is no returning this. So I'm going to hold it here for a nice thumbnail. Bam. Alright. So let's get this open. Now usually with the Gamelin Games, the Tiny Epic stuff, they have printing on the inside of the box. I'm going to show you guys first. I'm not even going to know if that is even the case here. So we're going to lift this up. And there we go. We've got a dice bay. That is pretty awesome. Tiny Epic Galaxies also had a place to roll. So this makes it really nice to be able to roll dice and stuff and put it right in there. So we'll set this off to the side. Expect to see a photograph up on Instagram of a newly opened game here soon. Here is the rulebook. It is the first thing on top of the box. It is pretty thin. It looks like 4 pages. Pretty crisp. It gives us all the information we need, including a prologue. Gameplay, how to hire pilots, add pilots to hangars, and replacing pilots. We have the exploration and after exploration, and exploration badges and such. And then the final, the end game and scoring. So this is going to add a lot more variety and replayability to the base game. Alright, we've got this next here, and it looks like it's got some mini stuff in there. Let's open this up. By the way, when you get a new plastic Ziploc bag, I don't suggest you grab here and just pull, because sometimes it can rip the plastic. What I generally do is I will take and slide it, and that'll break the seal, and then you can just reach in, put your fingers in, open it up without damaging the bag. So inside this bag, it's like an unboxing in an unboxing. It's in unboxing inception here. We have a folded sleeve. Was that supposed to be that way? I think this is supposed to be a sleeve for both Tiny Epic Galaxies and Beyond the Black. I don't like that it was folded like that. That looks ugly as junk. Oh my god, why would they do that? Well, it doesn't fit when it's laid out like that, but folding it like that, man, that just makes it so grotesque. Such an odd place to fold it too. I'm not very happy with that. So, quality improvement, ding on that there. We have in here it looks like we've got Tiny Epic Galaxy Beyond the Black Drones mini expansion. So let's open this guy up. So we got a mini expansion within the main game. That was part of the Kickstarter rewards. Let me go ahead and take a look at my Kickstarter reward that I selected. I just have to come down here. Okay, I grabbed the Deluxe TEG Beyond the Black. It comes with Beyond the Black Deluxe Edition and the premium print and play digital files. But we have to go down to the stretch goals. So we'll go down through here. It's showing all that stuff. Alright, Deluxe content. We have the drones. We should have 20 drone tokens, a drone factory card, and a rule sheet, plus 6 elite pilot cards, and 1 box sleeve. That's exactly what it is. And that box sleeve, guys, Gamelin, you fell on that. That is junk. Where in the world would you think that folding this up like that was any type of quality? The smart thing would have been to fold it so that it came down in a butterfly formation and you put it in that way. Now, not this junk. That is crud. Now, if that wasn't supposed to be done like that, then I would really like to have a new one. But the fact that it's all folded up like that, yeah, I don't like it. I'm probably never going to use that because it's so grotesque. So, here is the drone's rule sheet. It is exactly what it is. The drone's mini expansion. There we go. And there's a setup and all the rules. So we're going to have to check to see if there are 20 tokens in the bag, just to make sure, because sometimes some of these factories have really poor quality control, and we need to just make sure here. So we're going to just lay these out. These are really nice little tokens, though. Though my big ham hockey fingers, they're going to have a hard time picking them up off the table. We'll have to see. So we've got 5. Was that 5? Yeah, 5. And 9. Well, that's 8. 9 and 10. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, they're all in there. And here's the cool thing about this Ziploc is it's got paper punched holes in it. If you can see that little hole there, that makes it easier for you to roll up the pouch and all that. What I think I'm going to do is start getting drawstrings, a drawstring cloth bag to hold little bits like this and ships. So let's go ahead and put these back into the main mini expansion baggie there. Now here we go. We've got the factory card. So it looks the same here. And here it is on the back. And that's pretty much it. It looks like it's 2 dice that they're not equal, but you need 2 dice and then you can get a drone. I don't know. I didn't read the rules. I just got it. I just opened it. You saw that. So what I'm going to do is set this over here so it's out of the way. And then here are the pilots. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One for a bunch of different colors. Yep. So here we go. We'll just go through them all. We have Celebrity. We're not going to read them, but we'll go through. And it shows the ships that they fly right here. And then we've got Networker, Gamelin. We have Daredevil and Dispatcher. And finally, Viceroy. We're back to Celebrity. So those are the elite pilots. And you can see right up here, Beyond the Black, and that it's an elite pilot. Okay, come on. There's a problem with automatic adjustment. And I'll read more about this. I might do a review on the game later on, but right now it's just an unboxing. We'll look at the components and everything. These guys are going to go right back into their baggie. And that was inside the box. Sorry, I'm still a little bit unhappy about the folds on that. Now, okay. And oh yeah, picture of Will Wheaton. Let's see here. All right, and that's all the expansion, not expansion, stretch goals. That was a deluxe content. Well, I didn't go down far enough. Let's see if there were stretch goals listed. Okay, stretch goals. All right, so 2mm box thickness. Yep. Spot UV box logos, and yeah, we got that. You can see the shine there. So it's always a nice effect when you get the UV on there. Box interior printing using the Hangar image. It's in there. 310 GSM ivory core linen cardstock, and yes, those were linen finish. And then cards with rounded corners. Yeah, square corners are kind of not really all that good. We saw that there was a new pilot, another new pilot, another new pilot, another new pilot, another new pilot, a new pilot. So there's a bunch of new pilots and planets and rogue galaxies. Some more new pilots, a new planet, new pilot, new planet, new pilot. 2 rogue galaxies, new pilot, new planet, new pilot. A drone factory card, which we got. Scorecard and tokens. Hangar upgrade, and 1 more solo galaxy. We did not get to the print and play content, though I think they gave that because we got really close. So let's continue on. We've got a bunch of ships. Several different ships, to be exact. And each ship comes in the 5 different colors. So we've got... let me just pull one out instead of trying to do that. I'll use my favorite color here. So here's one ship, just like that. And there's one in each blue, red, black, yellow, and green. And these are nice wooden. They remind me a lot of the ship tokens from the base game that really did well. And this baggie also has a hole so that you can roll it up and there will be no air trappage. That's an issue with a lot of these things. Alright, so here is another of the ship types. And we'll pull out the red one. That's fine, I don't mind. And this looks a lot like the Enterprise, but it's kind of blocky. But it looks a lot like the Enterprise with a hole through the saucer section. And again, this one also has one of each color, as you can see: blue, black, yellow, green, and red. And these match the colors that you have in the base game as well. So when you play this, you get the ships of your color, I believe. I have to take a look at the rules and see if that's the case. And if it is, I can guarantee you that I'm probably going to be playing with Tiny Epic Galaxies Beyond the Black with the main as well. So here's another one. It is completely different from the first one by a lot. This is like a teardrop with a Enterprise eye-ish thing in the back, the nacelles. So that's that ship. And it comes in all 5 colors. We're sort of verifying the components as we go through. And I'm putting them in their final form. Maybe what I can do is get a nice drawstring bag for each of the colors, so that all the ships and everything of a particular color or whatever can go in there. So here is the scoring tokens, I believe. They're just little round circles with nothing there, and then on the other side, I'm already losing components. Small little dots, big fat fingers. I wish the Deluxe had a larger one of these, but it wouldn't be Tiny Epic at that point, would it? So I could probably replace these with poker chips or something like that if I wanted to. Let's get that in there. Make sure I don't lose it because I am a doofus. This bag, I don't think has the hole, and it's going to trap the air. But it looks like we don't have to worry about that. So there we go. And then finally the last bit of ship. And this is a really weird looking one. It looks like the bottom part of the Federation logo with Klingons mixed in. So there we go. You see that shape there? So this introduces some new ship types, which is pretty awesome, and pilots that can pilot certain ship types. So let's get these in there. Come on, you screwballs, get in now. I've been watching too much B-dubs recently. Sorry. B000100. He is a Minecraft YouTuber, Let's Play, and builder. And some of his sayings tend to rub off on you after a while of watching him. There we go. And get that up and out of the way. So those are all the ships, and they came in this little bag with some silica gel. I'm going to go ahead and discard that now so my son, who's 6 years old, does not find it and thinks it's candy. He did that once. He opened up a package and he said, "Daddy, look, candy." And he went to eat some, and I said, I was able to catch him in time. But from that moment on, I check everything for that silica gel because it's in everything. It's even in food packets like beef jerky and stuff to keep the moisture content under control. Alright, so let's see here. These look like planet cards, and we'll see in a second. I just want to verify that. Okay, all these are exploration, it looks like. Here we go. 27 exploration cards, and here it is. They are circular, so there are no sleeves that could fit these. If you want sleeves for these, you're probably going to have to go ahead and laminate them, and that's going to destroy the linen finish and everything. Now, I'm all for wonderful stuff like this, but next time, Gamelin, make them square. A nice 70 by 70 millimeters would be awesome, and that way you can get sleeves for the cards to protect them. This way, you can't. You could probably put them in 70 by 70 or 67 by 67. I'm not sure what size these are, and I can't find my calipers right now because I've been rearranging my office, as you can see by some of the junk over here. And for some reason, the lighting from this guy is being a dork. That's probably because of my mic was in the way. So, there we go. There's that. Well, there goes that protection. Let's put it with the rest of the garbage here. Alright, so here we go. We've got these. They are linen finish, and they're very nice feeling, actually. And since they aren't square or anything, they are going to be hard to do anything. I'm just going to show you a couple of them. I'm not going to show you all of them. So we saw a space station, a derelict station, and then we've got space ice, and we've got a black hole, and then we've got alien transmission and a solar storm, and that's where I'll stop. You'll have to take a look at them yourselves. And here's the back of the cards. It's not like you're going to be confused by any of these because they're round. The cool thing is we have a baggie that had a lot of this stuff in it, and I'm just going to put these circular cards in this baggie to keep them from rolling around in the box. Now, I love these boxes, and I get really upset when when the insert is junky. But here's the deal: when there is no insert, you had better have components that keep from sliding around in there, or pack in a certain way to keep that from happening. So, this is standard size, 63.5 by 88 or 89 millimeter, and your standard Magic the Gathering size cards will fit this. That would be like 7041s or 7077s for the premiums from Mayday, or the 7141 MTG TCG cards. You could also go with Ultra Pro or Ultimate Guard or Fantasy Flight. Anything that fits a standard size Magic the Gathering card would work. Now, what I generally do with these style sleeve wrappers is I save the bottom part, and I try to get it as close as I can so that I can put the cards right back in it. It keeps it from sliding around in the box. That's I've mentioned it before. So in here we have, and I'm going to scroll up so I can see what I'm talking about. Now, these are the secret mission files. Secret mission cards, sorry. I'll just show you one of them. There you go. That's a Haven. Gain 2 victory points if you have the most green exploration cards at the end of the game. I'm not going to show you the others because they're going to be secret. That one was right on top, and you saw it when I unwrapped it, so there's nothing I can do about that. But I can keep the others secret so that you're surprised in the game. What I generally do when it comes to secret cards like that is I make sure that nobody reads them. My friends hate that. They want to look through all the cards so they can formulate strategies for the next time, and I said, nope, if it's my game, you're not going to look at any of the cards that we haven't seen, because that way the game is a surprise. It's fresh and new the next time we play it. Alright, so here we go. We've got planet cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 planet cards, and I think these are all just the new ones from stretch goals and stuff. I'm looking through all the pilots here. There should be a lot of pilots. A lot of them. Yep, the rest are pilots. So these are all planets. And here we are. I'll show you a couple of them. Let the rest of them be surprises for you. As always, it's got the standard back, the Tiny Epic Galaxies back. But all these cards are going to have the Beyond the Black logo up at the top, the icon. So here we are. We've got Lugubria, it looks like. It is a culture planet, and it takes market to take it. Move one of your ships to unexplored space only once per turn. Here we go with the second one, and this is Tiernan. That's what I'm going to say. It's also a very short one, and it's an energy planet here. And move any... Oh, and that's got diplomacy to go around the outside track. So move any number of your ships back to your galaxy map only once per turn. Now these here, I've shown you 2 cards. I'll just keep it at the 2. But I'll show you the two abilities. You saw I read this and I read that. We'll put this back. Now this ability here is, if you don't know the game, whenever you roll your headquarters or home galaxy, it looks like a colony or a snow globe or a half globe on the dice. Whenever you roll that, it's going to be underneath your mat, and that is going to go ahead and allow you to activate this card. If you followed around this track and got here, that means that you take possession of the planet, you colonize it, and whenever you roll your colony, that's what I'm calling it, your colony side on your die, you can use that to activate either your main mat or any of these cards that you've collected. So let's go ahead and put those, and we are going to take a look at the pilots. I'm going to show you 2 pilots, since this one was first. Now here we go. This is the Overseer. This ship advances with either... Let's see if I can't get that to focus. Come on. Man, Logitech, work on your auto focus, please. So this ship advances with either diplomacy or market, along either type of colony track. So this is the ship that he flies right here, the Nexus, and his ship will actually colonize any planet, and that is really, really good. I'm not sure what... I think this is 1 victory point for owning this pilot. I'm not sure what that means. And there's Beyond the Black. So I do know that these right here represent the ships that they can fly. So the second pilot that we have here, he can fly this dude. Come on. Focus. There we go, the Intrepid. And this ship acquires 2 resources instead of 1. So when he is sitting on a planet, and either culture or an energy, or if he's in your home galaxy, whenever you choose that resource to gain it, you gain 2 instead of 1. And again, it's 1 victory point, and that's pretty much the basis of that guy. There are quite a few of these, and you can see that it's got a whole new back for the pilots, as you would think. So let's get that zoomed in. Come on. There we go. What is it with autofocus anyway? I don't understand that. You'd think that whatever was right in front of it, it would focus on. So let's get these guys put into that sleeve. And, oh, there we go. All the cards are back in the sleeve. They're not going to shift around in the box. And lastly, we have some new mats. We're going to have an exploration mat and a scorecard, plus some other stuff. So here is the exploration mat. Why don't I turn it so that it is the right way? There we go. So every time you explore, it looks like you need culture to explore. And you need to put a ship here. I don't know if this is a track that you follow or what, and I don't know what this is here. I'm going to have to read the rules, but there you go. That's a look at that. Here is the score track. That looks pretty fantastic compared to a lot of the others. Or the scorecard. Oh, the unexplored space card actually looks the same on both sides, it looks like. Yeah, culture. I'm not sure why you just double print that. I don't know. Alright, now let's see here. What's this? It looks like this is the Hangar, where we're going to have 5 Hangar cards that are double-sided. And the double siding is Solo Galaxies. So this is going to have the Solo Galaxy on the back, and these are going to be your hiring places on the front. So it looks like you have to have 3 dice that are the same face, and it looks like they're all the same. Yep. And looks like I'm not sure what each of the squares mean. It looks like in order to get this, you need 2 diplomacy or 2 market. To get this, you need 2 of your galaxy sides. To get this, you need 2 movement, and this is 2 energy or 2 culture. I'm not sure. I'll have to read the rules. You're going to hear that a lot about this game from me. So there are 5 cards there. So we have all the components. And one of the awesome things is, right in the bottom of the box, we have the Rogue Pilot's variant 2 rules for solo play. Look at that. So we've got solo play rules right in the bottom of the box, which means that I can do a solo game if I so choose. And we've got the Solo Galaxies, so that actually adds everything into there. Let's get everything back in the box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that other thing, and let's do this so that I can get the air out of the bag. And I need to invest in a paper punch so I can put a hole in one of these in these bags whenever I need to do that. So let's put this down there like that. That should leave room for the drones expansion there. All the ships and everything right here. Let's push that down like that. And that's everything in the box right there, just like that. And there's room for the next expansion, which is Tiny Epic Galaxies, Satellites, and Super Weapons. Let's go ahead and open this up. This was one of the add-ons, I believe, and I was not able to buy this before. So what I did was I grabbed it. Let me just see if it happens to be listed here as one of the add-ons. No, but it's got Kickstarter icons and stuff. Man, there's a Tiny Epic Galaxies gaming mat. I should have bought that. Oh well, I'm a Dorcas. That's fine. I'm going to have to visit Gamelin's store and see if I can get a hold of that mat, because that'd make the main game a lot easier. So let's see here. Let's pull these out and get out these tokens. Now these are silver tokens, and it looks like there's a bunch of them. There's 4, there's 8, 12, 15 of these. So I'll keep that in mind as we pull this out. So we should have 6 super weapon cards and 15 satellites. And this is the rule sheet that we have with it. It tells you how to do everything. And it looks like the satellites go right on the main planet, not in orbit around it. So there we go. There's all that. And here are the cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm not sure what's on the back. So what we'll do is we'll look at the front of one. Okay, so these are super weapons, and I think the super weapon cards are double-sided. Let me just take a look. You can exploit its power or destroy it. So if you exploit its power, you can regress all ships by -2, and that's the information on there. And of course, this track here is when you colonize it, you're actually destroying it. And when it destroys, it goes over here, and I think you actually take it as a victory point reward at that point, because that's pretty much what you do. And I think I have to read the rules again. So a super weapon may be destroyed for 2 victory points. Similar to a colonization track, the player uses a movement action to place a ship on the super weapon's destruction track. Then, with either diplomacy or market die action, the ship can advance 1 along the track. When it reaches the end of the track, super weapon is destroyed. Player flips a card over to the destroyed side and slides it under the colony action of their galaxy mat. Nice. So, let's see here, of their galaxy mat. Then announce their new victory point total. After destroying a super weapon, the player acquires 1 energy. That's what that means down there at the bottom. For each satellite on the weapon's surface. Those satellites are then removed from the game. Another super weapon card is then drawn. Now, I don't know. What does that do? Does that allow you to utilize it when it's on your game mat? We'll have to take a look. Okay, well, I'm not going to go ahead and read this on camera. So I'll read up on this and I'll figure out what this all means. It looks like you do damage, or it might mean that nothing happens because it's been destroyed. Or it might let you do something else. I'm not sure. But those are the super weapon cards. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Okay, come on. Focus on the card, not on my hat. Yep, that's what it was doing. It's focusing on my hat for some odd reason. Okay, so you get a nice clear look at that. I'm going to have to see if there are any tricks for fixing autofocus on this thing, because it really makes it hard to do any type of unboxing in front of my webcam. It's a 1080p 60 frame, well, not 60 frame, but I record it at 60 frames using OBS. But it's a 1080p camera, and it should actually work properly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around so I can see that it is an expansion and know what's in there. Get out all the air and then put it in here. And that is that. Oh, don't want to lose the rules. Let's make sure that it's all in there and I don't damage or bend anything, because I am that kind of derp. Well, there we go. Let's get a nice good shot of the back. Stop focusing on my hat. And then we'll get a focus on the front. There we go. It's kind of hard because it's sort of mirrored. There we go. Right there. So this has been the unboxing of Tiny Epic Galaxies Beyond the Black by Gamelin Games. Well, it's put out by Gamelin Games. And stop with the autofocus. My gosh. And it is actually designed by Scott Almes. Scott Almes. Usually if it's the forceful E, it's going to be Elms. So Scott Almes. And that's how I'm going to say it until I'm corrected. So until next time, this has been another unboxing by Excalibur. Enjoy playing games. Enjoy playing Tiny Epic Galaxies. Go ahead and give Gamelin Games a visit. And until next time, this is Excalibur, and I am out.